Listen, if you disagree with somebody, that doesn't mean that they are necessarily wrong. Maybe it just doesn't apply to you, to what you know, to your experiences in life. So maybe there are multiple right answers to a simple question, or maybe even a complicated question. Where does this apply? Maybe to politics. Maybe there are multiple of right answers and multiple right policies, but people have to choose one. So they're just choosing the better one, okay? When you have a question, sometimes you're gonna come up with multiple good answers, all right? Let's say you wanna go on vacation. Well, I think that pretty much most places could be good vacation places. So you just wanna choose the best. So if your partner, let's say, disagrees with you about your vacation choice, that doesn't mean that you are wrong because that person disagrees with you, and maybe that person, your partner, is gonna think that you're wrong. No, there are multiple right answers. So this especially applies to politics. And I don't want to dabble in politics. I don't want to talk about politics as of this moment right now. But I'm like, if we can just realize this when we are debating with somebody, when we're trying to make a decision, we would hold so much power in our conversation. We would just be like, okay, let's find what's right. It doesn't matter who is right. Let's find the best answer and let's examine all the answers, because nothing is like black and white. I know, I'm a designer. There's just so much like colors, like on the color wheel. All right, there's so many colors. Millions, billions, like so many colors, man, so many colors. So it's not even a gray area. There's no black and white, this is right, this is wrong. So if somebody disagrees with you, that doesn't mean that they're wrong. You just examine their way of thinking. Maybe what they're saying, maybe they lack vocabulary and they cannot explain what they mean exactly, or maybe they talk in a second language. They don't talk in their native language, so they cannot explain it well. And I think that that's the cause. Just wrong interpretation of things is the cause of like half of the world's problem. Just incorrect translation, man. I truly believe that, because words are words, meanings are meanings. So sometimes we have multiple meanings for the same word, and sometimes those meanings are not even polar. They're not polar opposites. So you would be like, oh, that's the meaning. No, those are just fucking close. They're close. I cannot think of an example right now, but sometimes when you say one thing, somebody else might interpret it a slightly different way. They might say that to somebody else that are gonna interpret that differently, or maybe they're gonna change the tone of voice. I know that with my mom, basically. All right, she dramatizes everything. All right, if somebody at the cashier says something very chill, and maybe she can make it like it was the worst thing ever. So I know people can do that. They can put emotional charge behind words and make it worse and make it sound more dramatic. Like, it's a fucking talent at this point. People that can dramatize everything.